My name is Steve Gordon. I'm an entertainment lawyer specializing in music and television, some feature film work. I've done it for over 20 years, including 10 years at Sony Music as Director of Business Affairs, where I specialized in video and television. I oversaw the production of every home video, television show, concert video, and documentary that we did at Sony for artists like Michael Jackson, Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel. It was a great experience. And for the last 10 years, I've run my own law firm where I've continued to work with music-based audio-visual projects. But I also work with emerging artists, producers, songwriters, music publishers, independent labels, as well as film producers and television producers. And the beauty of what I do now is that things change every day, and I get to work with an incredible variety of matters. I really love what I do. The book is aimed at anyone who has a real interest in the music business. But of course, I'm particularly thinking of music business students, of music business executives, as well as aspiring artists, and perhaps, as much as anyone else, aspiring entrepreneurs. If you look at the history of digital music as of today, it's the entrepreneurs who have been the biggest beneficiaries of the digital music revolution. If you look at websites like SoundCloud or Songza, they're by young, independent entrepreneurs who've been able to strike gold in the digital era. I started writing about music online and the digital distribution of music 5 years before the publication of my book in 2005. I wrote for the Law Journal and I wrote for other publications. After leaving Sony, I was thinking, I have my practice, I have this knowledge, and I'd like to promote my practice and knowledge to the public. It gets into detail in terms of the contracts that apply to the music business, including the artist agreement and publishing agreement, but it also gives a comprehensive overview of how the rules, the laws, and the standard business practices apply to the business. It's not just a book, it's also a website. It's called www.futureofthemusicbusiness.com. And I've created this website alongside the book to continually update the book. You can't have a book about the future of the music business without having a vehicle for delivering the news of the day, because the reality is the music business is changing week to week, if not day to day. So I'm very proud to have added this on to the book, and I see it as integral to the book itself. The website also provides a link to my podcast series, where I conduct a series of interviews with music business executives and artists. David Massey, president of Island Records. Peter Thal, one of the leading entertainment lawyers, represented people like Elton John and Paul Simon. And Peter offers his insights on how an entertainment lawyer, how a music lawyer with good relationships can really help an artist. I would love to talk about my collaborators in writing this book. For instance, Bob Clarida. He's a leading copyright litigator in the United States and an adjunct professor at Columbia Law School. We did a great interview on what happens if somebody steals your song and you find out about it. What are the costs and what are the expenses of a claim for copyright infringement? And how good of a case do you have? We give you the tools to evaluate the strength of your own case. Another contribution was my friend Ashford Tucker is a complete expert at trademark, and we did an interview just on how trademark applies to music, whether you can trademark your own name if you're a performer, what to do if some other band takes your name without your permission. So I think that those contributions are really excellent. And I also want to thank all the people that I interviewed in the how-to section of the book. Linda Lawrence on how to use the music education to succeed. Jonathan Baptiste about the value or lack thereof of his education at Juilliard. So I think some of these pieces will make fascinating reading. This is a book party for the 4th edition of the book. What's so interesting is I submitted the manuscript for the book in January, and it took 8 months for it to get edited and then designed, laid out, and then finally printed and delivered to warehouses. Whereas, as I told you, I have this website, and I can update the book within 20 minutes or 5 minutes. So I can publish within minutes, but this book took about a year to get published. But it was worth it. I think that when you have something in your hand and it's been edited and it's been laid out and designed perfectly, then you have something even more valuable. And I'm looking forward to tonight as a celebration of the countless hours I spent writing this book.
It's a good book for attorneys, very practice-oriented, and especially a good book for people that want to hire an attorney, people in the field that are working on business plans and want to know how the laws are affecting where they want to go with their business, how music, gets licensed, monetized in their videos and their websites, whatever their ideas are. He can help with their business plans.
He's been with the industry a long time, and basically he's been from all different angles. In fact, he worked for a music publishing firm. I always tell people that the people in the music industry, it's a lot more treacherous and cutthroat because you got so many people wanting to be managers, producers, or performers. So somebody who does this day in and day out is a good person to either read or deal with.
Well, the book is it's a great place to have everything all brought together. There's things you can find on the internet. There's articles here and there. But if you want to be able to just pick up a book and answer a question, Steve's book will do it. 9 times out of 10, and you don't have to go through 1,000 pages of other irrelevant stuff to find it.